I grew up watching regular show, and ever since the show came to an end in 2017, I've seen an insane amount of hate from Mordecai, with people basically saying that maturing is realizing he's a terrible person, or whatever, and like I understand how one can come to that conclusion, especially if you grew up relating to him, but my issue is that things aren't that black and white. I feel like if you're looking at things like that in the first place, when you're defining characters as good or bad, that the show probably isn't that good, but that's definitely not the case for regular show. So I decided to rewatch the episode that people usually point to first when they're hating on Mordecai or calling him a horrible person, which is the clock episode. So the episode starts off with Mordecai being jealous of Rigby for making Margaret laugh all the time, and eventually Rigby asks Margaret out to a movie. And even though it is mad funny, it's pretty much Rigby just being a dickhead for the entire first half of the episode. So what ends up happening is Mordecai gets mad and kills Rigby in this like space-time continuum type situation where both of them are in this clock dimension. And the part that I don't understand is why there seems to be a double standard here for Mordecai. Like, it's fucking regular show, insane shit happens every single episode, they damn near die every single episode, but for some reason this scene is such a big deal to people who watch the show. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fucked up, and Mordecai lets his emotions get the best of him here, for sure, but that's what makes the show good. In real life, stuff like this happens all the time, and I don't view people as good or bad. To me, they're just people. Since it's a cartoon, everything is going to be amplified, and obviously in the show, he does end up killing Rigby, but I feel like in real life, this would just be the equivalent of like someone getting into a fight or saying something that they know is really going to piss the other person off. And I think the reason that Mordecai gets this harsh treatment is because a lot of people grew up viewing him as kind of like the good one out of him and Rigby for whatever reason. Maybe just because they related to him more, but the thing is Rigby also does fucked up shit to Mordecai at different parts in the show. Like, for example, he sabotages Mordecai when Mordecai gets into college because Rigby's scared of losing him. And Mordecai has the same situation in the later seasons when Rigby ends up getting his high school diploma and Mordecai starts acting bitter, kind of for a similar reason. Anyway, my whole point with this video is that I don't really understand why people label Mordecai as this horrible person or horrible character. I think it makes more sense to just fucking enjoy the show. You can hate him if you want, but like getting on your high horse and being like, oh, he's a fucking horrible person, like doesn't make much sense to me, to be honest. Like, I've done super fucked up shit because of jealousy before, and so has pretty much everyone I know. Like, no one is exempt from or immune to that feeling. It's a human emotion, and I think that's part of what makes the show so good, is that it has characters that go back and forth. They can do good shit, they can do bad shit, they can be assholes to their friends, they can be super good friends. For the most part, Mordecai and Rigby, like, they would fucking die for each other. They're super good friends to each other, but they're still gonna have those moments where they fuck up.